Right, champ. So it is the Wednesday, the 5th of February, and it is currently 6:45 a.m. on the dot. And today is my mum's birthday. So happy birthday to mum. And I've got a very special gift for her to give her this, today. So I'm going to have to call her and show her the gift I bought her. You guys would have seen it the other day. So I bought her like the best of the best golf clubs that you can get. So I'm fucking stoked. It's been 20 years since she's got any golf clubs. So her birthday, and also my auntie, who's my godmother, because they're twin sisters, it is her birthday today as well. So I need to send her a message, as she has always been there for me through all of the shit times in my life. So I need to send her a message today. And got coffee. So coffee's done. We went and saw Diego. He was on his own this morning. They just opened the stand. So, okay, let me show you what's happening today. So first thing actually is this morning, we are going to be getting a sofa. And it's kind of annoying because it's like, it's going to come at, they said between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. And so that is either in 10 minutes time or 3 hours time, which is kind of annoying because it's like my prime deep working time. And it's like when you know someone's about to disturb you, it's like can't really get into the zone. So this morning, let me show you what the plan is. So the plan this morning is focus on. So I did today we're going to be talking about metrics, by the way, in this video. So we did goals, and we're doing goals and projects this morning. So I did my review, my January monthly review yesterday. I did that, and today that's the morning, and then this afternoon we've got some stuff, and then this afternoon, 4 p.m. we've got masterclass, guest masterclass this afternoon is all about storytelling. So the two biggest things that any of you guys should be focusing on this year is storytelling and copywriting and the skill of writing. That's what we're doing today. We're going to talk about metrics in a second. But first, what I want to show you is this comment on one of my, I guess it was my video that I posted 2 days ago. So let me check it out.
Right,
let me go. Oh, that's me. So this was on, I think, episode 1. I think I may have hit. Yeah, here you go. So this dude. Let's see if I can zoom into this bad boy. Anyway, you might be able to see it. Oh, fuck's sake. This camera's. Anyway, okay, I can't figure it out. Oh, zoom, there you go. So I would personally be much more interested in you showing the automations you're selling than talking about mindset, etc. And I said, those are for my clients, the ones who already have a winning mindset needed for the automations to work. So here's one thing: if you come at me in comments with a dipshit comment, I will treat you like a fucking dipshit. So if you think that the reason I've had success in my business is because of automations, the automations I'm using, you have a long way to go to figure this game out, my friend. So here's the real truth. The real truth is that I could give you every single piece of my business, and if you did not have the right mindset to implement that stuff, none of it would work. And so this is what I do when I first start working with clients. I'm going to give you this for free. So there are 3 books that have completely changed my ability to think, set goals, and get whatever the fuck I want. Because that's what I did last year. I got exactly what I set out at the beginning of the year I wanted to achieve. I achieved. I moved into my dream apartment. I moved to Cape Town in November. I was like 500 followers short of going from 3,000 to 50,000 followers, which was my target on Instagram. I doubled my audience size, my goal on YouTube. And that's because I read this book. So this is psycho-cybernetics, and let me read out to you a... Okay, there was one piece that I wanted to read out, and I forgot to highlight it the other day. Here you go. So this is it. I'm going to read this out to you. And it might take a couple of minutes, okay? Successful men and women have, since the beginning of time, used mental pictures and rehearsal practice to achieve success. Napoleon, for example, practiced soldiering in his imagination for many years before he ever went onto an actual battlefield. Webb and Morgan, in their book Making the Most of Your Life, tell us that the notes Napoleon made from his readings during these years of study, when printed, 400 pages. He imagined himself as a commander and drew maps of the island of Corsica showing how he would place various defenses, making all of his calculations with mathematical precision. Conrad Hilton imagined himself operating a hotel long before he ever bought one. When a boy, he used to play that he was a hotel operator. Henry Kaiser has said that each of his business accomplishments was realized in his imagination before it appeared in actuality. This happened to me last year. Okay. It is no wonder that the art of mental picturing has in the past sometimes been associated with magic, because that's what it felt like to me at the end of last year. However, the new science of cybernetics gives us an insight into why mental picturing produces such amazing results, and shows that these results are due not to magic, but to the natural, normal functioning of our minds and brains. Cybernetics regards the human brain, nervous system, and muscular system as a highly complex servo mechanism, an automatic goal-seeking machine that steers its way to a target or goal by use of feedback data and stored information, automatically correcting course when necessary. As stated earlier, this concept does not mean that you are a machine, but your physical brain and body functions as a machine that you operate. This automatic creative mechanism within you can operate in only one way. It must have a target to shoot at. As Alex Morrison said, when you first clearly see a thing in your mind, before you can do it, when you see a thing clearly in your mind, the creative success mechanism within you takes over and does the job much better than you could do by conscious effort or willpower. Instead of trying hard by conscious effort to do the thing with iron-jawed willpower, and all the while worrying and picturing to yourself all of the things that are likely to go wrong, you simply relax the strain, stop trying to do it by strain and effort, picture to yourself the target you really want to hit, and let your creative success mechanism take over. Thus, mentally picturing the desired end result literally forces you to use positive thinking. You are not relieved thereafter from effort and work. You still have to do that, but your efforts are used to carry you forward to your goal, rather than in the futile mental conflict that results when you want and try to do one thing, but picture to yourself something else. This is what I did and last year. Now, if it was easy as just reading that and being like, okay, I'm just going to set the goal and do it. It is a practice. It's a practice. And for my clients, I help them with what I call the 10.0U toolkit. And it is a daily practice and a set of exercises and just mechanisms designed to do this. And let me read you one of my some feedback from a couple of my clients the other day. So this is I was checking in with my clients, and this is from one of my clients who is he's a seven-figure entrepreneur. He has built his agency to over $250,000 a month, so $250,000 a month. And I'm helping him pivot into a new offer. And he's a seven-figure entrepreneur, multi-seven-figure entrepreneur. And I checked in with him because I know he was having some issues when we first started, because he was like, I just can't figure out how I can not do this with just sheer force, because that's all I've used to. That's all I've done before. is just work, 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 work. Grind, 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 hustle, 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 get it. And I don't know how I'm going to do this. And so I checked in with him, and we started working together about 8 weeks ago, maybe 12 weeks ago, maybe 3 months now. And I was like, how's it going? How was January? And he was like, amazing, man. Honestly speaking, ever since I started doing the journaling, the identity statement, and vision reading, I'm getting new clients almost every day for my new offer, and I have no clue where they are coming from. This is a message he sent me. It's weird, I can't explain it, but Jan is definitely a record month for me with my new offer. It's the highest it's ever been on Stripe, and it was due to these last couple of days, a client a day kind of thing. And it's purely LinkedIn to email, making offers. One simple flywheel. But the biggest thing is I'm calm as fuck, like bliss. My blocker was I was playing everything on hard mode, which I was conditioned to, but I just let go. So that is one of them. And then another one of my clients who's an 8-figure entrepreneur sent me, I asked him the same thing, and he sent me this message. He said, your mindset work unlocked 2 levels of faith deeper for me. There is so much power in what you teach and have aggregated in Scale 20. I owe so much to you in this program. And that's from an 8-figure entrepreneur client of mine. This is book number 1. Before you read that book, you must read this book. This is Dollars Flow to Me Easily, and this is by Richard Dotts. This is from a recommendation from Maria Wendt, and it is a book that you can read in a matter of hours. And this is so many of you in my audience and in my community, in my audience who follow me, the majority of you won't work for me because you are stuck in scarcity mode and you will not take risks and bet on yourself because you don't have the faith and belief that everything is going to work out perfectly for you. So the fear of you investing in yourself, which is, for the guy who I just read that statement, Richard, he 6x'd his investment in working with me within less than a month. He 6x'd his investment within less than a month. Most of my clients write off their investment within the first 10, 15 days, depending on how mature their offer is. If it's a new one, it's going to take longer. If it's an existing one, it can move really fast. And so most of you just do not have the faith muscle that you need that everything is going to work out perfectly. So you need to read this. And then the third book, the final book of the trio of the life-changing books is this. It's called 3 Magic Words. No one ever talks about this. And this is the wrap-up of psycho-cybernetics. So this is, if any of you, because I'm a science guy, right? So for my entire life, I studied science. I didn't believe in religion, didn't believe in spirituality, didn't believe in any of this stuff because I didn't let myself get curious about that stuff. And then all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, wait, I start seeing these signs. I'm like, all of the entrepreneurs that I look up to, they talk about this shit all the time. And then I read this, and it's a recommendation from Sam Ovens, and it blew my mind because this is the science of essentially manifesting your dreams and vision into reality. And it is, I just gave you some examples of my clients who do that. This needs, for most of you, you are stuck in scarcity mode. You believe money is a scarce resource when it's not. It's an infinite resource, and it is just a flow of energy. And you need to read this to understand that it can and will flow effortlessly towards you. And as soon as I read this, money just started streaming towards me. It's going to be a beautiful sunrise, by the way. I'm not sure if you can see this. Fucking hell, you can see it already. Hang on, let me turn off the light. Check that out. Holy shit. Wild. Okay, Does that work? Oh. Okay. I guess you can still see me. Okay, so that is book number 1, book number 2, book number 3. These are the mandatory books that I get my clients in Scale 20 to read ASAP. Because a lot of you, when I speak to you in DMs, you'll say, oh, I can't afford it. I'm waiting to be able to have enough money to work with you. And it doesn't fucking work that way. It doesn't work that way. Every time I've already committed like over $60,000 into my education this year already. You know, I haven't been making content because I've been busy learning how to do shit, because I've invested an absolute painful amount of money into my skill set. Like learning how to get client results better, learning how to, I'm just started a YouTube accelerator on Monday, you know, for the next 8 weeks. Yeah. And most of you, my life in the last 10 years has been filled with me taking risks that were never risks. Because when you invest in yourself with full faith and belief that everything's going to work out perfectly, it does. And, you know, unfortunately, the people who don't have an abundance mindset, who don't understand the simple principles in this, are the ones who walk around blaming other people, blaming education, saying people have scammed them, saying they've been burnt by other coaches. You fucking haven't. You haven't. You're just not good enough. You're just not good enough yet. And yeah, like you guys need, and this has been the biggest unlock for my clients, biggest unlock. And they're all crushing it at the moment. Okay, we're going to just quickly talk about metrics. We're going to wrap things up with metrics. So let's go to here. I'm just going to quickly take you through my metrics. Hopefully you can see this. So this was January 2025. This is December last month. So daily ad spend around £60. So it's about $80, like just $75, $80 per day on ads. My return on ad spend was 19x in January and 30x in December. That is obviously disgusting, and that is essentially just proof that the flywheel is disgusting. So new clients only took on 9 in January and 14 in December. Short form channel size was 50,000 in December, 59,000 in January. Total reach was around the same. Total posts made, I only made 1 in January on Instagram and about 15 in December. Long form channel size, it was just past 20K in December. It's gone past 22K in Jan. Total views, nearly 90,000 in December and 40,000 in January. So it's gone down by more than half. And that was intentional because I dropped my 6-part mini-series at a time when I knew search volume was going to be the highest. So this is something I'll definitely be doing in November and December next year. YouTube total hours, I actually think I got the timing perfect with that. It was just in December when I launched the first video. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe end of like Black Friday, end of November. Total YouTube hours, 7,000 watch hours in December, 3,000 in January. Total videos, I only made 1 video in January and 3 in December. Email list size was 11,000 in December. I cleaned it and it's around the same. So I removed about 1,000 or nearly 2,000 subs who were unengaged. New subs, net new subs, so 2,500 in December and 2,000 in January. So this is just proof that the flywheel just cranks because I haven't posted any content. So here's the one metric that you probably haven't seen a single other creator talk about, which is going to be one of the key metrics that I will be tracking this year, and that is, and you heard it here first, motherfuckers, deep links. So deep links is a metric that there is no chance anyone in your fucking like scope has ever talked about as a metric to track. So you can see these are like daily deep click links. So this is how you know how well your flywheel is going. So you can see at the moment it's kind of like it's kind of this is January, so it's now starting to taper off because I guess like I just haven't been making content, so it's starting to slow down, but not bad for like 7 weeks off content. But yeah, this is how many clicks have gone from my short form content over to my long form content. So yeah, find me someone else that's speaking about this kind of shit. You can't. And then links, this is today. So what I'm going to be tracking is daily link clicks, and I'm going to be trying to increase this number as much as possible. So let's see what we can do this year. And that is it for today. That was 20 minutes, and I'm going to turn off the light so you can see this damn beautiful view. My office view is disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, right. You won't be able to see me now. Oh, there you go. That was sick. Say happy birthday to my mother, and I will see you tomorrow. If you like this style, can you leave a comment down below and let me know? Because what I'm thinking of doing is doing this type of style on another channel this year, and then I'm really going to dig deep into the like this. The aim for this channel is to get to 100,000 subs by the end of the year, which I definitely will do. I absolutely know that. Yeah, but anyway, big day today, as always. Sofa's coming hopefully soon. Goals, projects. I've also got to DM all of my clients, get them set up on introduce them to my client concierge. Got a lot of shit to do today, and session at the gym today because I actually didn't work out yesterday because I was pretty sore from the previous couple of days. So I was like, yeah, let's get some recovery. Big session today, running and back into the cardio. Okay, right. That was sick. See you in the next one. If you don't know who I am, by the way, go click that video and you can watch everything about my one simple flywheel model, which is what we've just been talking about. Okay, ciao.